Throwing the Gnome, and we are playing Lord of the Rings Online. And in this particular stream, we are continuing our adventures in the Helm's Deep expansion of Lord of the Rings Online, and I believe we're supposed to go in here. We did the first two battles. Now we're heading into, they called it the the Glittering Caves to check on Gimli. Oh, this is cool. Let's see if we can move now. Yep, we can move again. By the way, it is Saturday, February 3rd, 2024, about 3:43 p.m. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Saturday. I know I am because I'm getting to play Lord of the Rings Online. If you like what you see and you're over on Twitch, please hit the follow. And if you're over on YouTube, please hit the subscribe. Oh, this place is huge. Wow. I'm going to screenshot this, put it up on Twitter. Let's see, where's my screen capture? There it is. This will be a cool picture. If you're not already following me on Twitter, it's at For On The Gnome. Go over there and follow me. Itch. Give me just a moment to put this up. There we are. We'll hit post and we'll continue on. Works for me. Alright, back to what we were doing. This really is beautiful. Hold it, can I mount here? Nope, I can't. Ah, it says that type of mount. Let's go to... Why is everything in different positions today? All my windows are kind of jacked up today. It's weird. Prize tame red horn goat. Let's use that one. Alright. Got me some water here. You have found Gimli. He seems tired, but is otherwise healthy enough. Look around you, my friend. Have you seen such a place? Yalmer spoke at great length of the fields and grasslands of this kingdom, but he failed to speak of its greatest wonders. See how the cavern shines in the half-light? With a dozen of my people I could fashion such delights from the walls and ceilings that it would steal the breath of even Legolas, or any of your kin. But there is little time to admire the sights. There is fighting to be done. Those who are not warriors shelter now in the cavern, and we must protect them, or none else will. Speak to me if you are ready to join the battle once again. We must make safe these caves before the next attack begins. Come with me, and we will ensure that the safety of this cavern is no phantom. The natural beauty of this place takes my breath away, Lorrandan. But we have an important errand here and cannot stop with our mouths agape. Let us proceed and ensure that nothing lurks here to threaten the folk that shelter in the caves. This way, Lorrandan, we must make safe this cavern. Did you hear that? There is something ahead of us, I am sure of it. Who goes there? Is that who I think that is? This is just Child Westwood. Oh, small girl waves off your inquiry, dismissing your questions with a toss of her hair. There's no time to talk. My mother is with the other folk of Westfold, hiding in the cave, but I heard something back here and came to see what it was. You know what I found? She looks around quickly and then says in a hushed a whisper, "Villains. Villains from Dunland." Oh, and there they are. It's Lorrandan, I'll be damned. Lorrandan. Did you desire so boldly to die at my hands? Why else does your path so often cross with mine? We come once more face to face, Lorrandan, and once more you find yourself overmatched. Before you stand the finest of my warriors, and I the strongest of them all. None know the high mountainous paths and deep tunnels as well as the Hebogluth, and we have put that knowledge to good use. I have been promised a king's reward by my ally Saruman for the death of Rohan's people, and you will not stop me. I know its women and children shelter in the caves behind you, and my force of loyal falcons will kill any they find. You think to stop me with such allies as I see before me? A single dwarf and one child? I do not know these others. I am Gimli, son of Glóin, but that is no concern of yours. If you creep into these caves to do harm to its folk, it is my axe you will meet instead. Dwarves. Hold my L. I'm ready to kill this guy. Can we fight yet? Is it not going to continue? Nope, I have to click him first. Who is this blustery man, Lorrandan? He is no friend of yours, and that makes him no friend of mine. I do not like his words or his tone. Let us teach him not to ally with wizards who cannot tell the difference between evil and good. I agree, let's do this. I thought to find these caves filled with unarmed horsefolk, but your presence changes nothing. Kill them, my warriors, then you will take your life. And something like that he said. I don't know. Then you will have your prize. Okay, the chat moved up as I was reading, so it looked like that next line was part of the same sentence. That annoys the hell out of me every time that happens. You fight like boar, not falcons. These are my warriors. Or these are my warriors? Oh, now I have to stop and talk to the child. You can do it, Lorrandan. I know that you can defeat this villain. Stand strong for Rohan and for Theoden King. The girl knows nothing of Lorrandan's treachery in Dunland, but her belief in you, combined with the Falcon clan's crimes, results in the restoration of your morale. Okay. I'm here to kill you, Lorrandan. The kid said I could. I should never have let you leave Tal Methridus alive. Now I will remedy that mistake. Hold my L, buddy. Oh, BS. Shing, shing. No, hell no. No, no. Designers, stop that crap. God, I hate that. They won't let you finish somebody off. Well, okay, I take that back. They are going to maybe let me finish it. But I bet they won't. I bet they'll make it to where you can't kill him. And you have to go to some damned raid to finish it. That stuff angers me. Oh my god, just let me beat him already. I hate that kind of design. What? Okay, explain that one. How did Gimli die? How did he die? I was fighting this guy the whole time, and he just kept resetting. That's bullshit. No, 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 no. No, this resetting stuff, no. God, I wish designers would be fired immediately when they do that. To tell a story by making it a fake fight. I hate that. Why am I not able to kill him? Or incapacitate him or something? And of course now I gotta go back and talk to the child again. Man, whoever designed this, this is horrible. This man is less than a worm, Lorrandan. He is no man at all, but a thrall of Saruman's, thinking only of his reward and caring nothing for anyone. Not for the people of his tribe with whom he should have a bond, nor for my people who have done him no wrong. I will not let him threaten my family or my king. Oh, now he's going to kill the kid. Now we killed him? Bad design. No one threatens my land, my king, or my family, elf. Any villains who do had better run back to their wizard masters. The kid killed him. I couldn't kill him. Gimli couldn't kill him. He reset over and over when I should have killed him. This is stupid. Talk to Gimli. Even the children of Rohan fight against their enemies when pressed. Fills my heart with pride to see it, for a child under the mountain would do the same. I am impressed. Already I engage in competition with Legolas. Need I now wager with this child as well? I hate to say it, but I'm starting to see why people say that they hate this expansion. Why can't I find the right screen? There it is. I do not like knowing that there are tunnels into the mountains through which our enemies may pass, but we cannot seal them. If the battle turns ill, we may need to bring as many folk as we can through those passages and out of the caverns. At least we have dealt with one threat, but on this night, I will not be surprised if 3 more dangers leap to take the place now vacated by the one. Alright, so we're going to look at the heavy. It'll be the last 2 down here, I'm sure. Might and vitality, fate and finesse. Critical defense. We'll take this one instead. I hate to be Mr. Whiny bitchy person, but some of these forced designs in battles like that, it's such a horrible design. It's like playing a D&D session with a GM that forces you to make decisions whether your character would make it or not. It's not playing a story, it's having a story told to you. I don't like that. Battle will soon be upon us. We must protect the folk that shelter here, or I will bring shame upon my name, that of my father, and that of my king. The orcs and the wild men have no place defiling this magnificent cavern, Lorrandan. Let us cast them out and send them howling back to their wizard master. There are 2 ways to participate in the defense of the... Blah, 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 blah. Speak to Eamor for the story tell. That's exactly what we will do. Nothing but story tells through the rest of freaking Helm's Deep. It's loading, I think. Let me know, what do y'all think? Did y'all play Helm's Deep? And if you did you enjoy it? There are parts I've enjoyed of Helm's Deep. The questing portion out there I enjoyed. And I've liked the scenery and the vastness of the battles in here, but some of this has not been very good. Nothing's been horrible, though. Don't get me wrong. I spit on the memory of this Dunlending chief, Lorrandan. He sought to surprise my people from the rear, breaking into their haven of safety and putting them to the sword under the cover of darkness. He deserves a coward's death, and I am pleased he received it. I have sent some scouts to the furthest reaches of the caves in order to find the place where this craven Dunlending entered, that they may collapse it and any others they find. We cannot allow any more enemies to get behind the folk who shelter here. While my scouts undertake that mission, I ask you to reassure those who hide here that Theoden's warriors will keep them safe. Will you do that for me, my friend? Certainly, I'll have a talk with them. Okay, so it's one of those things where you just click on them. It does a little thing. There's a little blah, blah, blah go on, and then you move on. I don't generally read these. This is kind of like the fluff stuff you find in games. I'll read the quest dialogues, but not this stuff. Where's another one? Oh, right here. Oh, man. Oh, that one's got a continuation. I thank you for the kindness of your words, even if they are lies. Yes, I know the Dunlins that attempted to sneak into the caves. This is my daughter, Leofa. It was she who stood with you and the dwarf against the Dunlin chief, and she has told me all. Do not think to hide such dangers from women of Rohan. We will fight and die for this land, if we must, no less eagerly than any of our men. If you think otherwise, you shame yourself. If the enemy finds us here, we will fight to protect the honor of Theoden King and of Rohan. So it has always been, and so it will be. Hello again, Lorrandan. It is nice to meet in less dangerous circumstances, even if the reprieve won't last for long. I'll fight 100 Dunlending chiefs and as many orcs if that is what it takes to protect my mother and or my father. You came to the caves only recently. Did you hear any news of my father while you were fighting outside? His name is Senric, and he has a distinctive wooden shield given to him by a great hero before I was born. Its edges are trimmed with gold, and it bears an embossed horse's head in the center. He is very brave. You tell Leofa that you fought alongside Senric at Helmsdyke earlier in the evening, but have not seen him since then. Ah, well, I am sure he is still fighting. He is very brave, you know. Where do I go now? Gimli, if I can find him. There he is. I hope you are ready for some. I hope you are ready for some more fighting, Lorrandan. One of Yelmer's scouting parties did not come back when he expected, and he went in search of it. Seems to me they may have found the foes for which they searched, and now those enemies might think to ensnare Aylmer. Let us go after him. Follow me and keep your weapon ready. It's always ready. There's some orcs. Someone here? Oh, there they are. Bum 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 bum. Here's the Ummer. We have come to assist you, Horse Lord. I have located my missing scouts around him, but I was not the first to find them. The spiders found them first. Free my men and let these creatures know that the caves here belong to Rohan and its people. Okay. Oh, down here, I bet. This is cool looking. Oh, Cocoon Scout. I missed that first one, I bet. Let me go back here and check. Yep, I had missed one. Come with me. All of y'all, come this way. Shing shing! Hell to the king, baby! Alright. Document Elmer in the Glittering Caves. Do we have a map? We do have a map, but it didn't show me where he's at. Is he over here? Apparently not. It must be back the way we came. The folks sheltering in the caves should now be safe from attackers thinking to surprise them from tunnels in the mountains, but there are still foes in the deep. We are needed outside, my friends. Alright. Going to leave here? There it goes. It was just a little delayed. Just a little. Well done, well done. We have pushed them back for now. Return to Aragorn before we get hard-pressed again, and tell him that you have found me in fine spirits, flush with the thrill of battle. I trust that you will find him the same, and keep an eye on Legolas if you see him. I have not forgotten our little contest, and with the fighting in the caves, I feel certain I must pass his tally. Okay, so we need to make our way out of here. Which I'm assuming is... Can't remember how I came in here. That seems like a wrong direction. Oh, this way, yeah. Yeah, I think I go up here and I take a right. God, I love the look of this cave. I really do. Yeah, I think this is the way. I'm just taking a wild guess, but I'd be willing to bet we've got 3 more things to do for Helm's Deep, if they match up with those skirmishes or whatever they're called out there in that screen. Because we've done the first 2 in the last stream. If you missed it, remember you can go back on YouTube. It's youtube.com/Pharone1, P-H-A-R-O-N-E, and the number 1 at the end of it. It's also right down that way on the screen. I do all of my streams live on Twitch, and then most of them I end up exporting over to YouTube. So if you've missed the last one where I did the first 2 battles here in Helm's Deep, go check that out. Am I headed the wrong way? I believe I am. There we are. Okay, Aragorn is most likely up on the top where we've seen him before. Believe we can get there like this. Slowly catching on to how this works. How to get around, I mean. The epicness of Helm's Deep is wonderful. I don't have an issue with that at all. This place is amazing. So, Gimli lives and is in high spirits. That is good. But I fear that I do not share in his confidence. The fortress cannot stand much longer. We are nearly overrun. Our options are exhausted, as are the defenders. I do not know how much longer we can hold the fortress, Lorrandan. We must fall back into the Hornburg and defend it for as long as we can. We must fall back to the keep. There are 2 thingamajiggies. Speak with Senric for the storied one, which is what we will do. My friend, you still live. I have sustained a number of injuries, and my shield was cloven in two, but still I stand strong for Rohan. What is that? You encountered my dear wife, Ardith, and my daughter, Leofa? They are still in good health and safe within the caves? You have eased my worries, Lorrandan. I thank you for that, but there is no time to rest. We must defend the Hornburg. How fares the battle down below, Lorrandan? There has been hard fighting up here, and the Odin King has bloodied his sword already. So far, we have turned aside all our foes, but I fear they will storm the lower levels and we will be surrounded. Do you have any good tidings for the king, or has all been lost? This night seems never-ending, and that is a trait it shares with the forces of Isengard. This way. My king! Stand not so near to the edge. I fear the arrows of the orcs might find you. You need not fuss over me, Hama. I do not fear death. My sword rests no longer in idleness. I am prepared to fight and die for my land and my people. It should have been so earlier, but for the honeyed words of Saruman poured into my ear by his servant Grima. But no longer. My place is here, in defense of my people until the very end. It will not be much longer. I do not think we will see another sunrise, Theoden. The orcs have almost overrun... I can't read it. The northwest wall. Then it is over. It is not so, not yet. Lorrandan. Yes, Aragorn. If the Hornburg falls, there will be none left to safeguard the kingdom of Rohan. We must defend the fortress for as long as we can. There is no other choice left to us, Lorrandan. It falls to us to save Rohan. Follow me. Oh man, look at that over there. Shing shing! That is not the last of them, Lorrandan. Careful, men! Why can't I attack him? Because it's just something for me to watch, apparently. It's black powder! Put it out, quickly! Come on, click the thing! Jeez. That was close. That was quickly done, Lorrandan. You may have purchased us a reprieve and saved the fortress from another of Saruman's sorcerous devices. We are safe for now. Safe? You speak of safety when 10,000 orcs clamor outside these walls? We slew these orcs, so too will we slay the next. This troll met this end at your hand, Theoden King. Met his end, even. Aye, Hema. But how many more will need ending before I reach my own? We should get out of the open, Theoden. This way, Lorrandan. They will not cower within these walls until the end, Aragorn. That is not the death of a king of Rohan. There are not many choices left to you, Theoden. Not many, no, but this choice I do have. Erlingus! Riders, make ready! We will ride forth and bring glorious battle to the orcs. Theoden, it will take time for your men to prepare. I will give you the time you need, my king. I will stand guard by your door one last time. Emma. No foe shall pass, my king. Go, my door ward. And you know what he said? He said, Hodor, Hodor. Mount your steed, Lorrandan. You ride with us. Hold my ale. We will ride from the Hornburg and bring death to the orcs. Riders to me, let none fear to ride with us, for the bards will sing of our deeds long after we are gone. This is the hour of Rohan. I'm a little bit excited about this, honestly. Mount type is not allowed here. Oh, really? So I can only mount in an ordinary mount. Well, I'm okay with that. Huh. Okay, that was kind of cool. Well, one is gone, but the third can tell something. It went off the screen before I could read it. My friend, come quickly. Do you hear that sound? It is the sound of celebration. The battle is won. Let's see. We got will that won't help us. Agility, vitality, might, vitality. I like that one. Yep, we're going to take this one. We can replace one of those. We're just going to randomly hit it and let it do whatever it does. I cannot believe our good fortune, Lorrandan. Dawn has come, and with it the renewal of our hopes. Go out the front gate of the fortress and see for yourself. I certainly will. I am facing it. There has been used to... What? What are they talking about? Show video settings, please, if you can. Yeah, just 1 second. Let me get out that door because it's fighting me. Options. Graphics. Overall graphics quality is custom. Is there like a thing that shows it? It doesn't. DirectX 11. Is there anything in particular you want to see in here? We're in full screen windowed, 1920 by 1080. It's auto aspect ratio anti-aliasing 8x. That's it. Alright, let's see what we're supposed to see out here. That's fine, thanks. You betcha. We have seen victory this day, Lorrandan. The Erlingus rode forth from the gates, driving orcs and wild men before them. I have never been so proud of my people as when they charged beside me into the mass of our foes. Many brave warriors perished this night, but the glory that is theirs can never be taken away. Rohan lives still because of their courage. The orcs fled before us, but they knew not what to make of the forest that lies now at Helm's Dyke. Gandalf may know, for it seems a thing of sorcery, and know only that the wood is no friend to the orcs, for none that pass that way have emerged. Fortune was with us, Lorrandan. I came out upon the wall to see the dawn, and the orcs mocked me. They did not know their doom was at hand. They jeered me and threw stones, but I despaired not. Theoden spoke of one last ride through the gates, and I saw the glory in it, but still I dared not hope for victory. And yet, the sight of the king riding forth gave to his people the fire they needed. Did you hear the horn blast as the king rode forth? I do not know what man blew the horn of Helm Hammerhand, but it filled our foes with terror, especially the wild men of Dunland. They thought Helm came again among the living. Who is to say he did not? So let me check something. We are book 13, chapter 11. Let me check website real quick here. Just give me a moment. Lotro Wiki. And let's go to the Epic Quest. And come down here. Book 2 is Mines of Moria, so on and so forth. Around Battles of Helm's Deep. We're on book 13. That's Helm's Deep. Okay, so we've still got the next book to do. We're in chapter 11. Oh yeah, we're at the end of this one. We're about to go to book 14. Waters of Isengard. And I think... I'm not positive on this. Let me just check real quick. Gondor is book 1 of volume 4. So I think we still have one more book, book 14, that's still part of Helm's Deep. And then we move into the next expansion. Check that as well. Where's my expansions at? Why can't I find this? Half a minute. Yep, Mordor is the next expansion. That's correct. Alright, so we have one more epic book before we hit the next expansion. So what we got to do now here is talk to Gandalf on the Field of Victory. Oh, Gandalf's out here. Where is he at? Further this way. There he is. Gandalf. I am glad to see you survive the night, my fortunate friend. Theoden, too, has had a turn of fortune, though he may not realize its true extent. You see the forest away yonder? That is no doing of mine. Those trees were brought here by a power much older than my own and much greater in its own way. Theoden calls it sorcery, but name it not that. Name it rather a power that bodes ill for orcs and all others who harm the natural order of things. Saruman should fear this power. I believe he has already come to know his mistake. But we will learn the truth of this later. For now, celebrate the ally. Man, my brain's not working. The ally. Celebrate the ally that arrives in time, and the courage of friends. The day brings with it the dawning of hope for Rohan. Don't know why ally threw my brain for a loop. That was weird. Talk to Yomer at the Field of Victory. In the Field of Victory. Let's see which way he is. Over this way. Most of the Dunlending warriors cast down their weapons when the horn of Helm Hammerhand rang through the deep, Lorrandan. Even his memory is enough to fill them with fear. I am having some difficulty convincing these warriors that their lives will be spared. I think Saruman painted for them a picture of my people rather different than the reality. The Dunlending warrior stares at you with fear in his eyes. I know what the horsemen do to their captives, and I will not let that happen to my men. This straw head says they will be spared, but how can I trust this man who weighs the value of a horse above that of his own children? The horsemen burn their captives alive and feed upon the dead. Saruman saw it with his sorceries. You assure the Dunlending warrior that this is simply one more lie of Saruman's, and that Eomer is a man of honor. The warrior's fear abates slightly, but it will take some more time before he is at ease. In time, the lies of Saruman will be proven to be falsehoods. You leave Eomer to his charges. And talk to Legolas. It's back the other way. Oops, sorry about that. I hit the microphone. Dawn brings with it an end to our struggle for now. Joyful sunrise. Legolas grins at Gimli and nods his head respectfully. Gimli has won our little competition, for his tally exceeds mine by one. I begrudge him not the contest, for I was very worried when the fighting drove him back to the caves, and none seemed to know his fate. But he tells me you were a staunch ally, Lorrandan, and I thank you for it. Doubtless you softened some of his foes as well, and helped him win our competition. I forgive you for it, my friend. It was said only in jest, for the light of this morning seems more ripe for jesting than any we have seen of late. The battle has ended, and so is my contest with Legolas. You stand before a victorious dwarf, Lorrandan. Gimli laughs heartily. You were quite a help within the caves, my friend, and I thank you for the aid. The fighting was thick and the outcome was not certain, but we triumphed, and now the light of day banishes the fears of night. I am glad we are here to see it. Back out this way. Overall, I enjoyed Helm's Deep. The quests leading up to the fights, the storied fights were good. There was a couple of encounters, especially the one in the glittering cave that I really didn't have any control over, that annoyed me. But other than that, I think it was a good expansion. The orcs have been defeated, if not by blade, then by powers older than the kingdom of Eorl. The warriors of Dunlin have fallen or fled, and those that remain have thrown down their weapons. The battle for Helm's Deep is over, and Theoden has emerged into the sunlight in victory. We will soon need to travel to Isengard, there to see what will become of Saruman now that his army is defeated and his treacherous goals laid low. But for now, there is the work of recovery to be done. We will nurse our wounds, tend to our fallen, and see what must be done in the deep and in the ravaged fields of Rohan. I will call for you when the time has come to set our sights upon Isengard and Saruman. Ooh, legendary tracery. The battle is won, my friend, and now we must look to the future. The design of Saruman has been ruined not by any spell or magic, but by the stout hearts of the Rohirrim and the swift speed of Shadowfax. Gandalf notices your study of the curious trees beyond the dike. Ah, that forest is no magic of mine, Lorrandan. A power much older than my own derives it to be here, and I could not have hoped for a more timely arrival than this. He hands you a number of healing poultices. Before we can proceed, we must attend to the hurts of those injured during the battle. These poultices will bring them some measure of relief. Speak with the king and see if he has need of such treatment, and then do what you can for the wounded. Let's see what our thing here is. Deed completed. Very nice. We finished it. There's Epic Book 13, everybody. We finished another Epic Book, and we're moving on to our 14th book of this particular volume. New mail. Battle of the Hornsburg is over, my friend. Come find me after sunrise on the field of victory at Helm's Deep in the fortress of the Hornburg. Interact with the banner, and you will be taken to the correct time of day, at which point we can speak. That's interesting. I'm standing here, right here with him. Must have been a quest that was put in afterwards or something, so it kind of feels like it's out of place, is my guess. So, talk to Theoden on the field of victory at Helm's Deep after sunrise. Over here. We have seen victory this day, but our work is not ended. We've earned a brief respite only, and must take steps to ensure the safety of the mark without much pause. The king sees the bundle of poultices in your hands and shakes his head. I am fine, Lorrandan. I have suffered bruises only, and the strength of my fathers has kept me from sustaining grievous injury. Many of my men will have need of that healing. Bring those packets to them and see to their hurts. Look too for men with swift horses, and command them to ride for all corners of the mark, with news of what happened at the Hornburg. I want every Vel in the Rittermark to have tidings of our victory, and to send their strongest fighters to Edoras by the second day of the full moon. After you have exhausted the poultices and the riders have set forth, find Erkenbrand. Give him my thanks for his timely arrival. Without his men, this sun might have risen on a different day for Rohan. Is it delayed? Yep, it was just delayed. Alright, so we have stuff all over the battlefield here. Starting to get a little bit of a delay going. Will not forget the long night, Lorrandan. Many are the tales we will tell. The great battle at Helm's Deep. If you did not complete the story tells while playing through Volume 3, Book 13, this quest will give you the opportunity to play them. Successfully completing their story tell will add it to the reflecting bullet. Oh, okay. I do not want to do that. I've done that already. And what is this here? Okay. So we did the story tells already. It says 1 of 3 and 2 of 3, but I swear I think I've clicked on way more than that. By I mean I know I've clicked on way more than that. Oh, some of them are saying, no, save your poultices, I'm fine. They're not all accepting. Okay. That's why I'm clicking on way more than 6 people and still have things to do in that quest. Alright, we just need one more person to heal that will actually accept the healing poultice. That was it. Okay, so now we looks like it's this direction. Right here. This is a proud day for the riders of the Mark, Lorrandan. We have wrested victory from the very claw of Saruman, even as he thought his triumph assured. The House of Errol is stronger than he supposed, despite thrice cursed Werngende, whatever that says, and the whispers of frailty that have been uttered throughout the Mark. The Odin King has fight in him still, and does his sister's son, Eomer. Man, the way that's written, my brain just did not like trying to read that. Erkenbrand strikes his shield with the side of his sword and cries, "Victory for the Anerlingus!" A cry that is answered from others of the Rohirrim throughout the field. After a moment, he turns again to you with a smile. We have put the Dunlendings to work, Lorrandan, hauling away the bodies of the orcs and cleaning the field of battle. Any who take a solemn vow not to cross the fords in war ever again will have the forgiveness of our king. Gandalf has decided to ride to Isengard to confront Saruman, and my uncle has determined he should ride with him. Some others will go as well, but first we have need of rest. It will be a few hours before we ride for the Ring of Isengard and its evil master, and all of us toiled greatly during the night. Find Diorwin inside the Hornburg. He has begun to arrange bedrolls for those seeking to rest for the journey. And I got a lot of stuff in my bags. I want to check something real quick. That was the legendary and is bound to account. Good. This day brings a new dawn for Rohan, but not without cost, Lorrandan. Many friends and kinsmen came to their inns during the long night on the wall, and it is the minstrel's sad duty to remember their names and their tales. Hama, the doorward of Theoden, fell before the Hornburg. Without his valiant efforts, the gate would surely have been breached, and the king slain before he could ride to victory. I will tell you the tale of Hama's heroic stand if you will hear it. Oh, not a session play. Please, not a session play. Take a look at what these look like, by the way. Yeah, they look okay. They're not bad looking swords. That actually is a really nice looking sword there. I like that. What else has he got? It's a mace, another mace, an axe, or hatchet, or whatever. Take a look at the shields. That's a pretty looking shield. What we got here? That's a good looking one too. And finally, that's nice. Big shield. All right, let's hit accept. Yep, it's a session play. Hopefully it's a good one. I'm not opposed to session plays. I don't like how it takes you in there like you're a level 1 character or something, and it's some other character. It's not your character, and you have to go through all the stuff like you normally would when you create a new character. Not all of it, but some of it, like getting rid of these stupid quests it gives you that you can't possibly do. And it's that's the part that's annoying. So like, see, we've got quest here that we can't possibly do, and they're going to take up that spot on the screen up there if we don't click on them. What's this? We got a letter even? See, it's a letter for something that we would do on a normal character, but not for this guy. Alright, let's fight. And we have no idea what his abilities do. Are y'all gonna come fight me? Oh, here we are. You damn dirty dunlings! Is there another banner I can click? Nope. Alright. Will not retreat from here. Something other. Not sure what's going on here. It wasn't a long session play, so it wasn't bad. Oh, I don't think we're done. Are we? What's going on here? Okay, now it's loading. Okay, I was like, man, it's messed up. Alright, much better. And so passed Hema, the doorward of Theoden. Without him, the gate and perhaps the kingdom itself would now be broken. Do not forget him. I know that Theoden King will not. He served the king faithfully for many years, even with his death. Is anybody online? Yeah, a few people are online. Alright. Talking in kinship with some people. Let's see here. Speaking of which, I run Lorebound Walkers on the Gladden server. We are a low-level... Ow! Freaking hell. A low-level friendly kinship. Mainly with our main characters, focusing on Mines of Moria expansion right now. But as you can see, we do everything, because this character here is in Helm's Deep and much higher level than that. Alright, so let's see here. I've clicked him, but nothing's happening. Click him again. Still nothing's happening. What am I supposed to be doing here? Talk to Diorwin inside the fortress of the Hornburg after sunrise. Diordan. Where is Diordan? It's another soldier, but... Hold on, is he up there? I think so. I don't know why those have a ring on them and I can't do anything with them. Not a clue there on that one. There he is. We spoke yesterday around sunset. Do you remember? It feels a lifetime ago, Lorrandan. Do I choose anything? Nope, thank God. The king and some others of his guard plan to ride for Isengard, but first they will take some hours' rest. You should do so as well, Lorrandan. Speak to me if you are ready, and I will prepare a place for you. Talk to Darwin and rest before setting out with the company. Okay. I'm trying to click him. Oh, waiting on the server. I will show you to a quiet corner of the keep where you can rest, my friend, and then it is my understanding that you will set forth with the king for Isengard? Yes, I will. Hope you found rest before we set out, Lorrandan. I tried to do so, but I could not quiet my roving mind, and I am still greatly fatigued. What will we find in Isengard? Aragorn looks from side to side at the towering trunks of the forest. These trees were not here when we arrived at Helm's Deep yesterday. I think we both know what brought them here, to the foot of the dike, but that makes it no less frightening a sight, does it? Do your senses sense it, Lorrandan? A presence watches. From among the trees. I do not think the trees bear us any ill will, Aragorn. That was Gandalf that said that. I hope you are right, Gandalf. I do not feel welcome among the trees. Well, we should not stray from the path at any rate. You do not need to worry about that, Gandalf. Legolas, why are we stopping? Lorrandan, wait. Do you hear that? I hear a great sound of creaking timbers and rustling branches. It comes this way. Legolas, what are you doing? Come back. Look, among the trees. What are those creatures? They are Ents, Theoden kings, shepherds of the forest. Have you forgotten the tales of your youth? I never believed I would see such things, Lorrandan. Ents, I am filled with wonder at the sight, wonder of a kind I thought was the sole reserve of children. I am an old man, a white beard of many winters, and still I have seen things this day I would not have believed yesterday. They tower above mortal men and cover such a span with each stride. What damage they could do to the homes of my people if that was their thought. I do not believe that is their desire. Now I understand the meaning of this forest, Gandalf. I gave nary a thought to the Ents not since I was a boy. Why would they help us now? You have more allies than you suppose, Theoden King. Even among those you deemed no more than legend. These Ents are herdsmen, not warriors. The people of Rohan need not fear them, as long as they cause no harm to their flock. There is one in this land that would have done well to heed the Ents before now. If he had heeded them, the battle that is lately ended might have come to a different conclusion. It is good for Rohan and for all free folk that he did not take them into account. Let us proceed, Lorrandan. There are still many miles to go before we reach Isengard. Many good men fell at the fords, but their kingdom still stands. We are almost to Isengard, and will bring report of their valiant sacrifice to the wizard who forced its need. Let us rejoin our companions, Lorrandan. You do not want them to deal with Saruman before we arrive, do you, Lorrandan? Of course not. Do you hear that? A horseman approaches from behind us, and at great speed. I hear the sound of swift hoof beats approaching from behind us. Let us confront this rider before he overtakes us and offers some harm to the king. Riders, with me, Lorrandan. We will learn if he be friend or foe. I am at your side. Who rides to Rohan? Rohan, you say? That is the land we seek, and with haste. Rohan is ruled by Theoden King, and none enter that land without his leave. What is the meaning of your haste? I am Halbered, Dunadan of the North. We seek Aragorn, son of Arathorn. And you have found him, Aragorn. It is good to see you again, Lorrandan. I knew in my heart we would see you once more, but I did not think to find you in the company of my chieftain Aragorn. Much has happened since we parted, and a little of it good, but we will need to speak of our respective deeds when there is time to breathe. We have found Aragorn between perils, it seems. He had your help for the first, and he has all of us for the second. May it be enough. My friends! There we are, I got the names to show up now. Gullidair. We are well met once again, Lorrandan, but in hardship. I sought the treacherous leader of the Falcon clan, but he gave me the slip and escaped into the mountains. He lives still the life of a coward. You tell Gullidair that Lou Brennan's flight brought him into your path, and he has been slain. You tell me true. Then he has paid for his crimes. He abandoned some of his own people when he fled. We left them in a place of peace where they should be safe. I worried that their former chieftain might seek them out and visit upon them further harm. But even Saruman's magic cannot help Lou Brennan now. I am satisfied, Lorrandan. Thank you on behalf of my fallen kinsman, and also for those of his own people he betrayed. It seems you found Aragorn before we did, Lorrandan. Perhaps we should have gone with you. Radner. Callinglad. It was not a long goodbye after all, Lorrandan. Though the intervening days have been eventful, I think Halberd keenly felt the burden of his duty after you left us, for he was not sure how best to proceed, but it seems he chose aright. For we have found Aragorn, as the words of Galadriel bade us. The son of Elrond bear messages for him from their father, and Halberd carries the gift of Arwen. I trust that Aragorn will know what to do with each of these gifts. Boromir, this is truly an unexpected encounter, Lorrandan, even. I'm glad to see you are well, and in the company of Aragorn, no less. Our errand has not ended, though its first goal be now accomplished. Now we must lend what aid we can to Aragorn. It is time you take the road to Isengard. Oh, is it time you take the road to Isengard? Whatever other objective Aragorn has with Saruman, we must add this one as well: the rescue of Lotharindir, my kinsman, if he yet lives. Albert has given me much to think about, Lorrandan. We have more reasons to converse with Saruman than I believed. I feel confident that we can accomplish anything, Lorrandan, now that my kinsmen are here. Can it be that the tides turn in our favor this day? It's pretty epic. I believe we would see each other again, my friend, but I did not know it would be so soon. Sending you from us was not an easy decision, but I knew Theodred had need of your aid. What sadness that he could not be saved from that fate. But perhaps that too contributed to the resolve of the Eorlingas. The Grey Company has done what it set out to do. We have ridden to our chieftain in Rohan, and it seems we have come in time after all. Some of our number were lost on the way, but those of us that remain will do everything in our power to ensure that Aragorn can fulfill his destiny. I am glad to see you again, Lorrandan. This is an unexpected joy, my friend. I had known they were journeying to find me. Aragorn looks at you wryly. When you spoke to me of the Dunedain, I did not suspect you had traveled with them in recent days, Lorrandan. I do not think I would have changed my course had I known, but perhaps that is the power of hindsight. Perhaps it is the wisdom of Elrond behind your silence, my friend. He is never quick to volunteer information, which makes the word of his sons even more curious. I have much to think about and little time in which to do so. I spoke briefly with Halberd, and if I had business within Isengard before now, I count it double. We must find if Lotharindir still lives within the ring, Lorrandan. Let Gandalf speak with Saruman for weeks, if that is his desire. My thoughts are of my kinsman. I have not seen him for many years, but Lotharindir has been a friend for longer than that, and I will not abandon him. Let us ride along the road to Isengard. I am most curious to see what it is we will find. So it says, ride along the road north to Isengard and remain alert. Where are we? Oh, okay. All right. So we're over here in the fords. Okay.
Actually, let's get on our war mount. War steed. Nope, don't want that warband. Everything's been destroyed. Can I click on this to destroy it? I don't have proper training for that. I'm on the wrong character. Alright, let's get back on our mountain ride. Okay, we missed that one. Oh, it was lag, that's why. I didn't figure I'd get that without that thing attacking, but... Okay, maybe. Oh, he waited till the last second to attack me. I wouldn't bother with these resources, but I really need them. It's delayed. There it goes. Can I do that one? This one already did that one. Oops. Oh, we meet again. Good. Then I've written the view, the more eyes, blah blah blah. Finish now. Is this the right thing? Hold on. Is this where I'm supposed to be headed or not? Ride along the road north to Asgard and remain alert. I did that. King Theoden has ridden to Helm's Deep in a great change of plan. Helm's Deep in a great change of plan, but I have no time to explain. We must search for Erkenbrand, Grimbold, Elfhelm, and their company, for they are missing since the fords fell to the enemies. Ride along the road and find the king, Lorrandan. Help him if he needs help, and then help me find the lords of Westfold. Right, I'm a little confused. Because what happened to the book 14, chapter 3? It's like we just got railroaded into something else. As asked you to ride along the road to Asgard and keep your eyes peeled as you go. Many purposes. Now, Clyde. They've done that thing where this is an old expansion, and they've got something else that's popped up. And it's sorry, my brain won't work right now while I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Where am I at? I'm supposed to be going to Isengard. But aren't I over here? Nope. Nope. Westfold. Yeah, I'm supposed to be going to Nan Kudraner. Gap of Rohan. Rohan. Okay. Why was it bringing me over here? It said ride along and it had the thing over here, but that's not going to get me where I'm trying to go. Why wouldn't I have gone this way? It doesn't make sense. Stone Deans isn't going to do it. Oh, I'm so confused. I am so confused. Ride along the road north to Isengard and remain alert. Okay, so here is Helm's Deep, north along the... And they started me... I swear they started me over here. Did I go the wrong way because I had a quest to go find Gandalf over here and that has now screwed me out of where I was trying to go to? Because that's what it feels like it's done. The expansions overlap and that causes issues if you're trying to follow it in an expansion order. And now I think I'm out of order. I'm trying to get back to where I was on book 14, but Gandalf's got me another thing doing this right here, which I don't know. I'm assuming that this is part of the next expansion, the Gondor one. I don't know. I really don't know. I really wish that they and I know they're not going to. I mean, these are old expansions. They get more benefit out of doing the newer content, and all that. But I wish they could go back and do things for the older expansion for people that are new to the game or want to experience it again from the beginning the way that it was, and just make it to where you can set. This is the expansion I'm in. Don't show me anything above this expansion. Don't give me anything above this expansion. Let you keep choosing the expansion you want to be in. So that way there it would stay in order and I wouldn't get these quests out of order like this. It's about a small gathering of people upon the road. If I ever stop ice skating, I'll go talk to them. A stranger on the road at such time? How can this be? You had best go back to where you came from. This is no place to be wandering. We make for Helm's Deep, the last great stronghold in the Westfold. Ports of Eisen are lost. Have you not heard? Eckenbrand is gone, as are Grimbold and Elfhelm. Our last hopes is at the mighty Hornburg. The people of the Westfold make for Helm's Deep, then perhaps Theoden's company did as well. where you do not see any sign. So this is actually in the past. We're going back picking up quests that were before what we just did. Oh my god. We asked the man if he or his fellows need any assistance. I thank you, stranger, but no, we hope to reach the Hornburg. By nightfall, the enemy will not dare to strike us here or there. We shall make good time when our horses are rested. Alright, well, when you go back in time, you'll find that they're going to be under attack that night, and we will win the fight, but it's going to be pretty horrible. So, good luck, y'all. We're going back to the future. Yeah, see, now it's sending me over to Helm's Deep. We're going to follow that through, just because I'm hoping at some point it's going to catch up to where I've already done, and that quest line will end, and I'll get credit for at least finishing it, even though I'm already way past that in my content. It's so weird. Then maybe we can get back to the content we're actually trying to do right now. I think that's something that game designers could definitely learn and strive for is keeping in mind that their game, the content they're working on right now, someday will be old. And if it's an MMORPG, someday that old content will be new for somebody else that's never played through it. And they should keep that in mind and design it in a way that you can always go back and play through it chronologically the way that it came out, rather than just designing a game in the belief that anything older than the current expansion is worthless. Because it's not worthless. It's not throwaway content. Some of the best content in most MMORPGs are actually the early expansions, if not the original game. Blizzard learned that recently with World of Warcraft. People love the original World of Warcraft, and they really love World of Warcraft Classic. I think they should design MMOs with that idea in mind from the very beginning, that someday the old content will still be great, and people will still want to play it as if it's new. Oops, missed our turn. In fact, I guess what I'm saying is, from day one, they should design MMOs with the idea of expansion phasing. You know how they do phasing now, like you have zones and they phase to whatever you're in? They should design the game with expansion level phasing built in, so that it knows that when you're on this expansion, that's what it should be showing. They should let the player choose when they want to be in the next expansion and so forth. Have that in the settings or something. Look at these stupid orcs out here wandering around, even though we've already won the battle, because we're kind of back in time right now. We have time traveled. Alright, we're supposed to be going up here somewhere. I wish it would show me where I'm actually at and not the place that I'm going to. Here we are. Look at them all here, ready to join the battle that we've already done. That's funny. Okay. Off this damn horse. Alright. Let's get our names back up. Here we are. Ah, Lorrandan, I did not expect to see you here on the eve of the greatest assault Rohan has ever endured. I'm glad you are here to aid us and not trapped beyond the gate when it locks behind us. I trust the rest of my realm does not fare so badly as the Westfold, with doughty warriors such as yourself to defend it. Tell me, what news of the West Eminent? You asked the king why he and his company turned away from the fords. Would it not be better to block the forces of Isengard from pouring through the gap? It is a just question, Lorrandan, but things have taken a dire turn, such as the news we received when Gandalf rode off. It is his counsel I follow, and you would be wise to do the same. I'd hoped to ride to the fords to aid Erkenbrand, but gambling here has more current news. Again, keep in mind, this is the past. We've already been past this. The fords have fallen already, stranger. It is lucky that Theoden King turned his course when he did, for even Erkenbrand and his company could not withstand the might of the enemy. We hold this gate for Erkenbrand, and wait now for his return. We have heard naught of him since the second battle at the fords in which the lords of the Westfold were scattered. If you had news of him, our hope lies in Erkbrand's strength. He is the master of this keep. You regretfully tell Gamling that you have had no news at all of him. You ask Yomer why the Rohirrim do not attempt to ride the enemy down on the plain side the riders, since the riders have such a great advantage on horseback. It is true that we are far stronger than any foe on foot, but Yomer trails off. It is not my wish to make dire predictions for the fate of my people. I will tell you of the events upon the road when Gandalf parted from our company and bade us come here. Oh, don't do a session play. This is highly confusing. It's going back and forth to the past and the future and so on. Thank God it's not a session play. Observe Theoden's encounter. Yomer, what we got going on here? Yomer's memory describes Theoden's encounter. At last you come, but too late. Alas, you bring too little strength. All has gone evilly since Theoden fell. Yesterday we lost the Eisen and many good men with it. Yomer's memory of the man's troubling words continues. At night, fresh forces of the enemy came over the river against our encampment. All Isengard must be empty now. And Saruman has armed the hillmen and herdfolk of Dunlin, and these he also loosed on us. We were overpowered. The shield wall is broken. Erkenbrand has drawn off those men he could gather, but the rest are scattered. We know nothing of Erkenbrand or Grimbold or Elfhelm. Please, where is Yomer? I don't know. He's back there. He's over there. Tell him that no hope lies in something ahead. He should turn back to Edoras before the warriors of Isengard come there. Come, Kjorl, and stand before me. I am here. The last host of Erlingus rides forth, and it shall not something. Where's it at? Shall not return without battle. Command me, my king, and pray pardon me. You thought I remained in Bedilzeld, hunched like an old tree beneath winter snow. So it was when you went to war, but a wind from the west has shaken the boughs. Come, Kjorl, and despair no longer. Let us ride to Erkbrand's aid. And Gandalf says, No, Theoden. You must ride at once to Helm's Deep. Do not go to the fords of Isen, and tarry not on the plain. I must leave. Shadowfax must bear me on a swift errand. Aragorn, Eomer, keep well the Lord of the Mark until I return. Wait for me at Helm's Gate. Farewell. Okay. Are they waiting for me to do something? Oh, there's somebody saying something. I suspect it means that Gandalf Greyheim has need of haste. Ever he comes and goes unlooked for. If Warrington were here, he would not find it hard to explain. I suppose that is true, but for myself, I shall wait until we see Gandalf again. Perhaps you will wait long. Yomer's tale is done. You should now return your thoughts to the men gathered at Helm's Gate, waiting for Gandalf and hoping their brand will return soon. I hope this is the end of this little arc so I can continue on with the actual stuff that I'm at right now in the past. Which I could do, but I always feel bad about just, skipping content. Do you not see, Lorrandan? More likely than not, this is to be the last stand of the Rohirrim. The Hornburg is our best hope in surviving this night. The enemy sends all of his might to meet us at this very place. If he wants a fight, he will have it. Join us, friend. We will make the White Hand rue the day they set foot on this land. Oh, I get to choose a ring. Might and vitality. Yep. Vitality and agility. Will and stuff. We'll take this one. And we want to replace brass ring of the broadcades. Broadacres, I'm sorry. There it is. Aragorn. Gamling has told us that Erkbrand left many men to defend the dike, but that all are too old like him or too young. Will you cheer up the men? It is likely long since they have had a smile or jest or a sympathetic look. They know that they will likely not survive this night. It is good to see you again, Lorrandan. I know that you have acquired some expertise in your travels. Tell me, what do you think of these fortifications? The Rohirrim claim that none can break the wall, and the Hornburg will be the safest place in all of Rohan. I have my own thoughts on the matter. You have a look around and tell me what you think. How far does this quest chain go? Can't believe I missed all of this before doing all the stuff I did at Helm's Deep. I'm supposed to talk to people. Legolas. I'm glad to see you again, Rendon. Even at this dark hour, have you seen what marches forth across the plains? This will be a fell night indeed. Will Rohan fall? Legolas looks out northward, his keen eyes searching along the plains of the Westfold. You should look for yourself. Alright, we need to do a look. We did. Alas for the fair men and women of Rohan, Saruman's wrath approaches swiftly. You saw it too. It seems that Erkbrand has left many archers to man the wall. I wonder how soon their arrows will be spent. So now what do I do? Is there anybody I'm supposed to talk to out here? It doesn't look that way. Let's check our map. Find a way up on top here, because I'm sure it's where we're supposed to go. At least I thought. There we are. This is where we fought during one of the battles. What did it say you should do? You should acknowledge that this young soldier is indeed fearful enough to force you to yield to him. Acknowledge. Am I supposed to emote or something? That didn't do it. Huh. I'm strong enough to kill many orcs, but I have something other. You think I am. You should acknowledge that young soldier is indeed fearful enough. I don't understand what it's telling me to do. Saluting? Oh man, why do they have quests like this? If it's more of that kind of crap, I'm just going to cancel these quests and move on. Even though I am a completionist, there's a limit. When it becomes stupid, I move on. Yeah, it sucks that I didn't get to this before. There's another one. What do I do to him? Admiration for the brave. You should honor him and submit yourself to him as you would to a king. What? Maybe kneel? That didn't do it. Bow? I bowed and it made him happier, I think. Okay, he's done. Oh, maybe not. recommended so and so. Okay, so I think we cheered him up. I wonder if I have to bow to the other one. Where's the fortifications on that side? Not the way to go. Is there nothing further in that direction? I don't guess there is. Yeah, that was it for that. Let's go bow to this other guy, see if that advances it or not. Uh-oh. Server lag. Can't move. There it goes. Bowing didn't do it. Let's see. Fearful. You should acknowledge. Acknowledge. Cheering didn't do it. Let's find our emotes. Collections. Emotes. Agree. We'll just go through them until we get the right one. That didn't do it. I thought it went ding over there like I'd done something. Assist. Beg, board, bother, bow, buy, burp, calm. That didn't do it. Challenge. Cheer. Clap. Congratulate. Not going to curtsy. Take a drink. Have a drink to your fear. Flex. Hell. Give. Hug. Right out loud, just do them all. I'll lie down, come on. And of course, it zoomed me out rather than scrolling the screen down. What does that say? Mount dressage. I don't know what that is. Mourn. Pat. Point. Ready. Resist. Rest. Roar. Sad. Salute. Scold. Scratch. Take fist. This is stupid. None of these make any sense. About sorry. Story. Hawk? Good lord. None of these things sound like they're acknowledging it. None of them. There's not a single emote that sounds like it should be used for this. Bad design. Bad design. Whoever designed this quest, bad. Scold yourself. That's bad. Fuck, freaking hell! I just want to read it one more time. Should acknowledge that this young soldier is indeed fearful enough to force you to yield to him. Enough to force you to yield to him. It's indeed fearful enough. Fearful enough. Collection. Fear. Faint. That it? No. Animal give hug, patience, innocent. Innocent? Lunch. No, nothing. Something, blah blah blah. Pat, pass, poke, point, pick, push up. Ready, resist, rest, roar, rude, sad, salute, scold, scratch, shake fist, shiver. No? Okay. Sorry. Nope, that didn't do it. Succumb. Nope. Surrender. Freaking hell, that's what it was surrender. Oh my god, how stupid was that quest. It was an absolute waste of time. Nothing out here. Nothing. Alright, here's the next one. Let's see what this one's going to be. Try to ease this young man's fears, for tonight will be his first taste of battle. Ease his fears, ease his fears. Cheer him up. That was it. You had to calm him. Alright. Fortifications in that direction. No. The fortification in front of us. God, I hate that. And barrels. We need to help one more person. Right here. This man longs for fair music to gladden his heart before the battle. Alright, well, then let's play some music. Collections. Where's my stuff? Dance? Nope. 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 What if I play a lute for you? Nope. Sing. There we are. We got it done. We got all of them. Well, what do you think, Lorrandan? You quietly relay your observations to Gimli. Could not have said it better myself. There is good, strong rock here, but it is not enough. I fear for these men, doughty though they are, and I expect to make a great stand at the Hornburg, and if it is my last battle, I will take many an Uruk with me. You did a kind thing to cheer up those men, while your own heart probably needs cheering itself. It is weary work to give courage to others, Lorrandan. Alas, that these troubled times must be ours. We hope that we survive the night. Erkenbrand has left these men well stocked, but it will not be enough. Perhaps the first line of enemy soldiers will fall, but more will take their place, and they will crash upon the Hornburg like the sea on a castle of sand. Alas for Rohan. If you wish to know about the state of things in Westfold, I am glad to tell you all that I know. Erkenbrand, the Lord of Helm's Deep, took command of the fort after Prince Theodred fell. Elfhelm was with him, and Grimbold too. Grimbold is the Thane of Grimslade, a town to the east. I do not know what happened at the fords of Eisen, but I do know that all of the Westfold braces for war and awaits news of the scattered lords, for enemies of Isengard now roam free. They march here even now as we speak. If Erkenbrand and the others can get here, we have a chance to survive. If they do not, Gamling trails off. If you wish to help the Westfold and Rohan, think to helping yourself. Seek shelter in the Hornburg and defend it with us. Help us ready for battle. If reports hold true, it is folly to roam the plains right now. Yes, we need Erkenbrand, but can he get here in time if he even lives? You thank Eomer for his advice, but you wonder what Gandalf would have you do. Alright. Oh, we still got more. I cannot advise you easily, Lorrandan. I truly worry that those of us who ride on to Hornburg will not live to see the morning, but I believe that crossing the plains of the Westfold before Saruman's army will mean certain death. Yet the hope lies in Gandalf. For myself, I will stay and defend Theoden and Rohan with my life, for Rohan has ever been an ally to my people. I hope that Gandalf can find Erkenbrand in time. So you have decided to part ways here, Lorrandan. I pray for your safe return, and I hope that there is still time to draw swords with you at the Hornburg. Good luck with your search for Erkenbrand. Be careful. The Westfold is not what it once was. The enemy has claimed this land. The battle at the Hornburg will decide the fate of Rohan.
Didn't know where Bran would go after the fords of Eisenfell, perhaps with Grimbold back to the town of Grimslade, or perhaps to Martin, which lies closer to the Gap, or perhaps elsewhere. I urge you to begin your search in Martin, for many men bear news thither as soon as they have news to bear. Good luck to you, Lorrandan. I know I will see you again soon. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. We literally already did Helm's Deep, and now we've found this quest line that's taken us back in time before we did Helm's Deep because somehow I missed this. And I'm ready to just get rid of the quest and move on. Yep, they're sending me over here to Martin. Well, that's close to where I'm going anyway. Where's this one at? Yep, that's that spot. And here's the interlude. I think it's the same spot. Nope, I don't know where the interlude is. Another one of those lovely ones that doesn't tell you where it's at. Let's take a look at something here. Aragorn has asked you to ride along the road to Isengard to keep your eyes peeled as you go. Many purposes now collide within the ring of Isengard. So, here's my thought. I think we need to ride up here and go that way to get to Isengard, and we'll see what's here. If it's another quest hub, it's done. I'm just done. I'm moving on. That quest line can just, go to wherever you think it should go. Way too many spidering quest lines to the point to where that I freaking missed a whole quest line before I did Helm's Deep. Certain point where you say enough is enough. I'm more than certain it's going to be another quest hub. Let me check something here. Wrong thing. West Rohan, 24%. That's it. Oh, I just got a random remote quest just popped up. Draw water from the well. Douse fires in the fields. Nope, we're done. We're moving on. I'm just way too much getting bogged down in quest after quest that won't freaking end so I can get on to the next expansion. I'm done. I'm moving on. Now, I'd heard others talk about that, about how when they get to Riders of Rohan expansion, they just kind of get lost because there's too much to do. And I now understand it, because I did everything I think I could in Riders of Rohan. It was a great expansion. I did the thing right after Riders of Rohan that wasn't part of an expansion, but it was content that came out between its expansion and the next one, Helm's Deep. I've done a ton of content in Helm's Deep, and there's still content. There's still stuff to discover. And it's like, for the love of God, I just want to move on in the story. It is so easy to get lost and get bogged down in Riders of Rohan and Helm's Deep expansions. Alright, so here's where I was, and I went the wrong direction because I was headed towards the quest with Gandalf. That wasn't where I was supposed to be going. I was supposed to be going towards Isengard. So now we're back on that track. In fact, before we go too far, I'm getting rid of these. Martin. Where's it at? Here they are. Martin, so-and-so, and searching. Yep, those are gone. See, they're even level 93 quest. There we are. Moving on. What time is it? We're at 2 hours right now. Probably going to get up here to wherever this is taking me and call it
so that I can figure out what I'm doing for dinner and then come back and play some more. There's Isengard. And there's Gandalf. Isengard has been much changed since the last you beheld at Lorrandan. You may not recognize it. I dare say Saruman himself does not, though he brought it upon himself. Ride north to the gate of Isengard. Alright. What's this now? Men, raise your weapons. We're not through yet. The Dunling chief's command is met only with groans of pain and fear by his men. Stay back, elf. Look at what destruction the trees have brought to the vale. Saruman is undone. They allowed my men and me to flee, but I do not trust them. I know they are still here. I know they are watching us. There is one outside the ring across the river, Eisen. I swear, it will not let us live. You have delayed us long enough, elf. If your foolish journey brings you to Isengard, then so be it. We shall not remain long enough for the trees to find us. Men, we go to Dunland. Okay, so we are going... So he's giving us like a side quest now. We still got that up there. It's for the epic book. I've been in Riders of Rohan and Helm's Deep expansions for so long that I am highly tempted to just follow the epic on out so I can get beyond it. I feel sorry for saying that, but it's true. I've been bogged down. I'm ready to move on. Well, looky who we have here. It's Pippin and Merry. Hello there. It's been a long time, Lorrandan. I hope you are well. The look in your face is quite a thing to see, my confused friend. Welcome to Isengard. You have had a number of adventures, I expect, and would you believe that we have as well? We have all come a long way from Lothlorien, haven't we? Much of the trip was rather unpleasant, owing to our new friends Ugluk and Grishnak. I suppose they're old friends now. We shan't be seeing them again, and that is a relief. Treebeard and Quickbeam are nice fellows, if a little odd, and I do believe I have grown several inches taller. Pippin laughs as your confused look. I don't mean metaphorically, Lorrandan, though perhaps I have at that. I mean that I actually have grown taller. I think Pip is trying to confuse you on purpose, Lorrandan. He gets the chance to do that so infrequently that he delights in it whenever the opportunity presents itself. It seems we have gone from the fire back into the frying pan for once. Pip and I were dragged halfway across Rohan by our captors, and though we have arrived at Isengard, it was in the strong hands of a friend and not at the whips of Saruman's orcs. It was Treebeard who brought us here, you see, and he is Fangorn, and Fangorn is he, apparently. This is more difficult than I expected when I began to tell it. We found some pipeweed inside the gatehouse. How about you bring some more out here, and I will try to tell it properly. We're going to do a session play, I bet. Let's get a stable master. And let's go ahead and add this one right here at the bottom. Alright, so let's go find his pipeweed. Oh wow, I remember this from when we were doing Rise of Isengard. I remember going in the gatehouse and all this before it was destroyed. Yep, we're at 2 hours right now. Let's take a look inside here. Oh man, the gatehouse is filled with rubble and the flood waters have reached here too. This is amazing. Totally different from what I'd seen before. They have destroyed this place. We're supposed to pick up pipeweed in here, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe that's what he had told me to do. Enter the gatehouse and look for the pipeweed Mary mentioned. Oh, let's try this. Nope, they didn't bring up anything. Oh, I think we found it. It's over to the left. There it is. It's a lot of pipeweed. Alright, we collected the pipeweed, bringing the pipeweed to Mary outside the gatehouse. Alright, here we are. Oh, very good, my friend. This is a very high quality pipeweed of the sort they grow in the South Farthing back home. Allow me to refill my pipe and I can resume my story. I was going to tell you about Treebeard and the Ents, I believe. Let me see. But it seems that Aragorn is troubled about something. Perhaps you should speak with him first, and I will continue my story when he has a happier look about him. Why is he... Okay, let's talk to Aragorn. That pipeweed was not grown at Isengard, and it does not bear a resemblance only to that of the South Farthing. That weed has come from the Shire, which means that Saruman has had his eye upon that land for some while at least. I don't like that at all. If our fortune holds, the wizard will have no further chance for mischief. His interest in the Shire may have extended only to its pipeweed. Ding! 96. Saruman seems to be in a tough position, but I would counsel caution in our dealings with him. I do not doubt his ability to strike even now, and a cornered beast can still do great harm. Gandalf went ahead to the base of Orthanc. Find him and see what he thinks of the situation. And what's Mary got? Pip and I met Treebeard after we escaped from the orcs. He is an Ent, you know, a shepherd of the forest. I can tell you how we met him, if you like. And it's a session play. We are not going into a session play right now. I've been going for 2 hours and 5 minutes, so that's long enough for this particular stream. What we're going to do is we're going to call it right now. I've got to go figure out dinner and all that kind of fun stuff, and then I'll be back a little bit later, hopefully. And we'll continue playing on, because I'm ready to bang out this and get on to the next expansion. So, with that said, I can hit the right buttons. I hope everybody had a fun time in this expansion. Yeah, this episode. If you did, please hit the follow on Twitch, and over on YouTube, please hit the subscribe. If you would, hit like and leave a comment. It helps push my videos to the top when people do searches for Lord of the Rings Online, things like that. And if you would, head over to Twitter. It's now the Big X, and follow me there. It's at From the Gnome. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is From the Gnome, and I'm signing off. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye!